Yeah, especially with daggers. I only break the edges before heat treat. My edge is about because I begin with the 48 dagger build of I begin with 8 millimeter. No, 8.5 mil thick, and I
Oh,
just break the edges, and then straight
oh,
I went to the heat treat. So that thing
yeah,
was still thick because I just break the edges to get the full hardness on the cutting edge, so I don't lose any
oh,
hardness. So, and yeah, then after heat treating, I directly clamp it between two pieces of wood, and yeah, it came out straight. So maybe you
yeah.
can
Look,
use
that's
that.
what I'm going to do with mine as well.
Hmm.
I've practiced.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, let's say how's it to everyone? Oh well, we got one person watching. How's it that
cool,
one person watching? How you doing? Um,
awesome, man.
but that's what I
Yeah,
did when I normalized this thing between each cycle. You know, obviously with
okay.
the length, even if you're
Yeah, yeah,
holding it, even if you're holding it this way, you still get a
yeah,
bit of a warmth from the heat. You know, so between each cycle, I clamped it in wood,
yeah.
and
Yeah, and
I'll
I
do it.
remember on my 2 week to introduction to bladesmithing course with Kevin,
Yeah,
he and Heather actually built a saw together, and he said just to keep that thing straight because it warps in three different ways. It warps like the normal, and then
yeah,
it warps like this, and then you
yeah,
get a corkscrew to
yeah,
get that to straighten that as a bugger. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, he said he and Heather took 7 hours to straighten that thing. So yeah,
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 that's the thing. Eh?
yeah,
I'll have my work cut out. It is a bit thinner on the edge here and there, but
hmm,
uh,
yeah. Do you
um,
know the tempering, the straightening tempering trick?
yes, yeah,
Yeah, that also works brilliantly.
yeah,
In
yeah.
which,
Look, what
in
I'll
what are
do,
you going to temper
you
that
know,
thing?
I'll clamp it in the wood immediately
Hmm.
after the quench, um, and then we leave it. I'll leave it there till it cools down a bit. Then I'll take it out. If it's not
Okay.
100% straight, then yeah, with the temper, I'll have to tweak it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And what are you going to temper it?
I don't know yet. I'm hoping it fits in the oven.
Yeah. Also, what you can do, I saw this actually at Alex Steele's channel. He took one of those small little ovens. You know that cheap little ovens. Yeah, and he
Yeah.
bought three, and the middle one, he cut two holes in it, and the two he just
Okay.
cut two holes, and then he put the three together, and that's how it tempered his blade on the beginning. So yeah,
That's cool.
what do we have now live?
We've got Anthony
Hello.
Stain. How's
Hi,
it going,
Anthony.
Anthony? And we've got Hilton about to join us as well.
Awesome, man.
How's it going, Anthony? Welcome. Welcome to our chat.
Yeah,
Hilton.
thank you. Great. Can
Yeah,
you
I
hear
feel
me?
like a little black sheep over here because I'm not competing in a competition.
Roland Smart says, how's it, guys?
We need
Oh,
your
okay. Sorry,
cheerleaders.
Hilton. I thought I added you, but I didn't.
Hi,
Yeah, okay.
Hilton.
How's it going, Hilton? Are you drinking your whiskey yet? Can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Hilton, I think you mute. You're on mute. Just
Check if your phone's not on mute.
nou sit hy eers die brille op. Haas hy.
Yeah. We can see, we can hear.
ja.
No, still can't hear.
Sorry.
Yeah, and on this side, I haven't muted his mic. I'm double checking because they were questioning if it was me.
Ja.
So, Anthony, how was your day? Well, how did your day 2 go? What worked? What didn't work? Did you have to change from your original plan?
Well, from my original plan, I'm about a day and a half ahead. Here is my plate. Just my handle is finally on.
Okay, so you're ahead of your plan.
Yeah, my goal is finished with a bit of handstanding, and tomorrow with funny handstanding as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. So you're going to have 2 days to play. What are you going to make a scabbard, or with your
no, I
with
have
your
a
two
lot of
open days, you can make a scabbard?
I can try, but yeah, I'm a bit new to this.
Lekker, man. Well done. Well, for someone that's new to it, you're kicking our asses.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, I have 400
Lekker, man.
400 grit is my finest belt on the sander, so the rest is by hand.
Okay. Well done.
Can we
Good
just
stuff.
say that again? How many grit? How much?
400.
400.
400. Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah,
That's
I checked that live video of Stuart and those guys. I would really want to play with Gators, man. That stuff looks awesome.
Yeah, Tim and I were chatting about that earlier on the lunchtime chat. We were saying we should look into that and get some gator belts.
Yeah. Stefan Dietrich. Yeah. Yeah, Stefan Dietrich is selling them. So I wanna give him a call and say,
Yeah.
Hi, Annie, I'm home.
yeah, no kan ons hoor.
Now we hear you.
Cool.
Hi Hilton.
How's it? How are you? How you guys?
So I was looking at your stream just now. Yeah, your sword is looking amazing, eh?
Yeah, no. The only one that has enough guts to make a claymore.
You know, I had an order, so I had to make it. So why not?
Oh,
now?
okay.
Otherwise, I'll procrastinate and I'll leave it and I'll leave it and I'll leave it.
And then the opportunity came. That's awesome, man.
And the egg better pay you because you'll chop his hands off. No problem,
I
eh?
see Jock's lips moving, but I can't hear anything.
Can't you hear me?
Is it just me?
Mm-mm.
John, you can hear me, yeah?
Yeah, my reception's really crap. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Oh, okay, so I mustn't look. I can't hear a thing. God. You can see Jacques laughing at me.
I would
I'm gonna
never.
try, yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
I can't hear.
Yeah, that's a pity, man. So come to my place.
Well, I'm in the show, so I might as well do a tap dance or something. You want to see my sword?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Video. Yeah, hello.
Yes, that sword's nice, eh?
Yeah, yo. Yo, nice deep fuller. Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
It will kill.
It will kill, absolutely.
I think it will intimidate the guy before it will kill, but that is looking great.
Yeah, I wonder if that's allowed as an
just have to
everyday
run
carry.
screaming and they'll get the fuck out of here. So I'm happy. Everything came out of the hardening like a bow. So I had to.
I just wanted to ask, did you harden it already?
Yeah, it's been hardened and tempered. So it's all ready. I'm finished with the blade. So from now on, it's a handle side.
In what did you temper it?
Hey, enough.
What I did for tempering is I heated up a big chunk of metal and I put it on the floor and I just ran the blade over it.
Oh, okay.
So I got
To get that nice yellow color.
Yeah. No, not yellow, past yellow. So
Yeah.
Purple.
Yeah,
you
you want it a bit soft.
Yeah, because you want that flex in that long blade. Otherwise, you're going to break.
Than you with a knife. Otherwise, it's just going to snap or break.
Hmm.
So purple,
Yeah, of
blue
course.
temper, and I'm happy with that.
Okay.
What steel did you use?
It's an old leaf spring, a Land Cruiser, so it's 5160.
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool,
it's,
man.
yeah.
That's
I'm
awesome.
happy. So tomorrow I'll start with the handle, and that's the big challenge for me is the finishing work.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I hope I have a piece of wood big enough. I need African blackwood.
Oh, the
So I've
best
got a big
stuff.
bandsaw and slice it up and then get it on the lathe and see what we come out with.
Lekker. That's cool.
Awesome, man.
I look like an old fort.
Now,
I've got
John,
no.
where did you get this idea for the 5-day sword build? Well, actually, you wanted to do a 2-day, no?
Yeah, it was actually on the
Yeah,
48-hour dagger challenge.
Frenchman
Yeah.
spoke funny things.
Yeah, it was actually on the
They're funny ideas.
on
But
the dagger
I think
challenge. Someone mentioned
Josh's
let's do
idea
a
is a great
sword. So I
idea.
said, yeah.
And
Hmm.
I was up for a 2-day challenge. So I think
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
moaned and bitched. So he said, well, let's stage it as per the Forged in Fire challenge, where you get 5
Yeah,
days
yeah.
to make something.
Yeah.
Which is reasonable. You know, it's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of, and it's very reasonable, I think. You
Yeah, I
must
think
do what's within your limitations and abilities.
Yeah,
yeah.
because on the dagger build, you or the guys got tired. I felt that because I woke up at 4 and then I went into the shop until, yeah, 7, 8 o'clock. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
remember
Yeah.
was.
that whole day.
Well, my
Hmm.
dagger's still here, but I'm going to strip it now and repolish and revisit a few things. So at least I have time now to actually perfect it.
Cool, man.
Because you rush through things and it looks acceptable, and you think, okay, that's good enough, but it's not excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm going to strip down and repolish and change a few things. So before it
Okay.
goes to the States, we can't send anything yet. Hey, postal service is ongoing.
I don't know.
I know.
I'm starting to get some courier guy stuff coming in, but I don't know if we're able to send out of country yet.
I think the career is open because KMT is open and they are sending out stuff to some of the guys. That I know.
They've got a special license. If you
Yeah,
look at
but you
what the
cannot
courier
go
license,
into their shop on your own. They are only working through the courier. So
and I ordered from them today. So
yeah.
thanks. I think you post that I saw. I thought, shit, I better get some orders in there.
Yeah.
So
Because I also need some belts and stuff like that because the school um should have opened Wednesday, but now it's only the 1st of June, so that sucks. So yeah, I can make knives now, so that's awesome.
schooling on
Actually,
the like my kids, they have to sit there in front of the computer with the teachers.
Yeah.
yeah, this
Let me get
online schooling is kicking my ass. It's not.
Yeah, but you should
kicking my
only have
wife's ass.
one window open, and it should only be online schooling. You shouldn't have a second window, which
Azan, I
is
can hear you, but I
halfway
can't hear Joel
portable.
for some reason.
Unmute.
I'm gonna leave you
Yeah.
because I've got to go have that whiskey.
I see Michael is up. Let's get Michael on.
Okay, Elton's left us. Yeah, Michael, I've just resent him the invite.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll
Just
wait.
to show you what I'm going to begin with this weekend. I don't know if you guys can see that.
It's very, very faint, eh? I can see the
Yeah.
guard. It's like almost like
Yeah.
a D.
Yeah, half D guard almost. It comes around the whole handle. I will post a picture on it, but it's going to be Damascus. But I want the blade seal about like 9mm, and then I want to on the initial level I want to do a hollow grind, but with a 150 wheel, and then
Yeah.
on the top clip I want to hollow grind with a 50 wheel. So it's going to be this deep hollow grinds on this thick steel. So that will look awesome. Hi, Michael.
How's it
Hi
going,
guys,
Michael?
how are you guys doing?
Good, good.
Oh,
Tired.
Michael's sword is looking awesome.
So, Michael, how's your sword coming along? Your day 2. How did your day 2 divert from your original plan, or did it?
Look at
No, I
that.
didn't. No, I didn't. Stick to the plan, huh?
Fantastic.
Busy with the guard now.
Cool.
Okay, lekker.
Now it's
That's
going to sit on here, kind of like that.
Awesome, man.
And then the pommel on
That is
top
going to be.
and the handle in between.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So-
That's great. That's excellent.
That is looking awesome.
Just trying to get everything lined up properly is a bitch.
No.
Oh,
Where's John?
Oh,
Oh,
no, I
there
just
you
think the camera.
okay. I thought maybe you went to, like, I don't know, some adult website or something, and then it just shut you down. Yeah.
Nooit.
Nooit! Mr. Pornhub.
No,
See him smiling. He knows what I'm talking about.
Well, I am 18 now, Michael. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
But his membership has been alive since for the last 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks with this lockdown because I promised to myself as an 18-year-old, I wanted to go to the liquor store and buy myself a beer with confidence, put it down and say, I'm legal, you cannot. But now it's lockdown and still not can buy a drink.
Don't your father have beers?
We had beers.
Well, had. Okay.
Had.
I still have.
Ja, maar ongelukkig is jy ver, jong.
yeah, I was just thinking, bliksem, your
Ek is nie so bly ver nie, man.
And by the time we get to you, you'll have finished all your beers.
No, I hardly ever drink beer.
Yeah.
I'm more a brandy and coke man.
Okay.
I like my clippies.
Lekker, man.
Yeah.
No,
How
good
did you go, Jacques?
I went all right. As you saw, I grinded the fuller and the bevels. So I've got the fullers in.
Mm-hmm.
I got the bevels done. I then normalized the sword. I straightened it as much as I could. It's pretty straight actually. I haven't quenched yet, so it's normalized. And then I started with my. Wait, where's the camera? There. I started with my guard. So this is EM9.
Oh, twisted. Nice.
Yeah, just twisted on both sides. And then tomorrow I'll punch a hole. Wait, where's this camera? There. Tomorrow I'll punch a hole here.
Yeah.
But then I'll just straighten it all up before, because I wanna curve the twines just a little, you know. But I'll straighten it all out on the grinder and that first, make it look really pretty, and then I'll twist it. I'll curve it a little.
How long is your blade going to be?
How long is there?
How long is your blade going to be?
It's 90 centimeters.
That's
Long.
that much longer. Yeah.
Just the blade or the whole sword?
Just the blade. The blade itself. Yeah.
And the overall
Mine is 61.
Okay. Yeah, so you add another half on yours. You're 2/3 of mine, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Michael, what style of sword are you making? I saw this is a skinny, pointy thing. It's awesome.
A mishmash. What
It
I'm actually
almost,
making is, the blade is kind of crusader shaped.
Yes.
And then, but I don't like the single handles. I actually want to see how it looks when I put a guard over it, basically like that. And then, where's that piece of wood? This comes in between.
Yeah, that is going to look awesome.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of that needle sword of Game of Thrones. I'm not a Game of Thrones fan. I only look at the swords.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's this one. I don't know the show, but there's this one sword that they call needle. It's just needle looking sword. Almost reminds me of that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I actually had a guy that wanted me to make him the needle. Until I gave him an estimate.
As jy ons spelkie hoor. Ja.
I must honestly say the blade is very light because it's not even 600 grams in total.
Jo.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, it's because of the fuller and basically four full flat grinds. So you take away more than half of the weight of the steel.
Yeah.
Ja, and that but is that blade flexible?
Yes.
Okay. Mooi.
Nice and flexible.
Awesome, man.
That's
Yeah,
good.
the only thing is because my kiln isn't long enough, this part isn't hardened properly. Or actually this back section.
Yeah, but
Can you maybe just not take a torch to it?
Nah, not going to bother about with it.
yeah, because that back part is not even a concern.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I wouldn't worry about the handle part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
And anyway, you are going to temper the tank anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah.
The tang has been tempered, so that shouldn't pose a problem.
Yeah.
The only thing is I'm not going to sell this thing because my fuller didn't come out really nice. I need something to grind the fuller properly with. It's a bit wobbly, wonky.
I saw you did it vertically.
Yeah, I don't. The thing is, I had a horizontal attachment, and I sold the thing in my stupidity to a fellow knife maker.
We were thinking, hell, man, I'm never going to do a 5-day sword challenge, so I could sell this.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Now the thing is, last year or just over a year ago, during BKS 2018, I bought myself a 3-wheel or an Ultimate from Herbst, and it came with all the attachments, the whole shebang. I paid 12 grand for it, and the guy only made about 3 knives on it. So
does it
was
have a VSD?
Huh?
Does the Ultimate has a VSD? A variable speed control. Oh, okay.
No.
And what is the size on the motor?
It's a 0.75, and I must honestly say, because it turns a lot slower than my other machine, which is a 1.5, I started using the Ultimate more and more. Yeah. But because it came with a small wheel attachment, I sold my other small wheel attachment, which goes on the 3-wheel grinder. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but the vertical small wheel attachment also works great for handle shaping. I found that awesome because I have a small wheel grinder, but also a small wheel attachment on my Ultimate, and my Ultimate has a VSD. So when I do handle shaping and stuff, with the small wheel attachment on, and do my handle shaping like that. Because I don't know if you guys saw, but my styles of handles on the back, it concaves a little bit. It's just my style. I like that. But with the speed control on that, with the small wheel, if you have a bit experience on it, it works awesome.
Yeah, but then you have 3-phase motors on it. Huh?
Yeah, I have a 1.5.
Yeah, but 3-phase. I've got single phase. I can't. If I want to buy VSDs, I need to change my motors also.
Yeah,
I've got the small motors on both of mine. I'm running the Ultimate and the 3-wheel grinder, but with a small motor on both. So I don't have VSDs either.
Yeah. No, when I bought my 3-wheel grinder, because I bought it new 3 years ago. Jeez, throw that away. And for only, I think it was about 500 rand more, you could get, instead of the standard 0.75, you get a 1.5. Yeah. Because before I had my grinder, I went to somebody else here on Palabora, Philip Forster. He had a 0.5, but that thing boxed down really quickly. That's why I opted for the 1.5. But in hindsight, I should have taken a 3-phase.
The only thing with the VSD on the 3-phase motor with the 1.5, if you press too hard, it cuts out. But it's not that you're stopping the motor. The VSD is still connected for a 0.75. So basically, the machine thinks you are pressing down too hard on a 0.75, then it cuts out. So
Yeah.
that sucks a little bit. But also, it helps because then you're not pressing too hard. So that's also
True.
Yeah.
So
But when
basically
you-
teaches you to control your pressure better.
But when you profile grinding and stuff like that, you have a tendency to press a little bit harder and then it cuts out. And yeah, it's a bugger.
Then I'll stay with my 1.5 single phase because with my 36 grit and especially on the 6 or 8 mil thick, I press really hard.
yeah.
My fingers are always full of blisters.
We'll get a little push stick.
Oh, you can't do that with a dagger, man.
Hmm?
It doesn't
did.
work with a dagger.
I did.
Jeez. Nah. I'm too old to learn that shit.
No, it's proper.
The thing is because you everything I do, basically 99% of it I taught myself, and you learn to work in a certain way. So it works for me.
Yeah, and YouTube videos can only bring you this far. So
Well, I must honestly say, a lot of people say, no, you don't watch YouTube videos and the videos that Niels makes and what Stewart makes, whatever. But I am a guy that needs to see something
yeah.
and then try to apply it. And that is the way I learn best. So in that sense, yes, it helped me a hell of a lot, all those videos.
Yeah.
Because you will notice as soon as somebody comes online, live online, I start watching.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely.
I watched all their videos. You know, I've got a couple of other guys that I've followed and that I still follow. When I first started making Hammons, YouTube taught me all of that. When I first started, even with Damascus, YouTube taught me all of that. It wasn't anything else, you know. I mean, I've been bladesmithing almost 3 years, and I did my 2-week course with Kevin now last November. You know, and the cool thing is, he taught me a lot of stuff I had done, but he taught me how to do it cost effectively, or time effectively, or wastage effectively. You know, that kind of thing. So it's
that is something because I've been wondering about that for quite a while. Because I really maximize my steel.
Yeah.
If I get a length of steel, I try and figure out how to get the most out of my steel. And I wonder how many guys are actually doing that. Because I see a lot of guys with big cutoffs.
If you want to get the most out of your steel, you must forge.
Yeah. See, I'm fortunate.
I'm not that stupid.
See, I'm fortunate. I do forging and stock removal. So if I don't have enough steel, I forge the steel. If I do have enough steel, I stock remove it. So.
Yeah.
Look,
like my chef's knives are only stock removed because
I all have these small little bits lying around, and I don't throw them away because I still use them. This could be a guard. Easy.
Yeah.
It's 51 sticks.
That is a knife.
Yeah, or a Kiridashi or something like that.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I do the same. I tend to forge most of my knives, but there are a few models like those hunters that I did. You know, I did those 5 hunters. Those are mostly stock removed, but otherwise it's all forged. So. I enjoy it. You know?
You get that from KMT. You can get the sheets that they cut out their blanks out of for like $20 or something, and the little cup version of a line knife that I've made. I don't know if you saw that, Jock.
Yeah.
Pieces of steel. I got cups out of that. out of stainless. But normally stainless was cost me. How much is the length of stainless now those days? A lot of money.
Depends on which
Stainless is not.
stainless.
Yeah, stainless is not cheap. So to get that with stock noodle, that is awesome. And I've made a couple of cups, and for a kitchen type of knife like a groentemesh or something like that, it works awesome.
Yeah.
Um, for a stainless knife. The only thing is I cannot stamp my name into it. So
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
the
Why not?
stainless.
Yeah,
Because it's
I do it.
okay, but
I'm thinking I've done 1 or 2 stainlesses, and you can.
Because
Yeah,
what I do, how do you heat treat your stainless, in the kiln or yeah, of course in the kiln.
of course
What
in the
I
kiln.
do is I bring the blade up to temperature. Well, let's take 12C27.
Yeah.
It has to go to 1080 degrees.
Yeah.
As soon as it goes above 1000 degrees, I will take it out of the kiln, put it on my anvil, hot stamp it, put it back straight away.
Yeah.
And then you bring it to temperature and you let
Then
it
bring
soak.
it up to temperature and then quench it.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you stamp it, sometimes it has a tendency to warp on you. So do you straighten it immediately, or do you go straight in the kiln? No matter
Straight back in the kiln.
Okay, and then you can worry about warps and stuff later on.
Yeah, I must honestly say I hardly ever have a warp on that because I heat treat before I start grinding.
Okay.
And especially with those kind of steels, I call them band steel because they come on a roll. And,
And they have a memory.
They have that memory in it.
Yeah.
So what I do first, I will heat treat it first, quench it, and I've got a big granite block here, nice big one, and it's perfectly flat. I put it on the granite block after I've taken it out of the oil, and put 2 pieces. I've got 2 pieces of about 50 centimeters long of railway track. And I put those 2 pieces on the blade.
Yeah.
Let it cool down there. And afterwards, I take it out and it's straight as hell. Never have a problem with it.
Yeah. But also, what I like to do is really thin tapers on my full-time knives. Like I like to go to a taper like half of a mil thick on the back part. So to keep that straight, you cannot always clamp it because it has a distal taper and it has a taper. So how do you clamp that? So what I do is I manage it in the vise.
But that shouldn't warp. That small part of what is it, 12 centimeters shouldn't warp.
Yeah, but on a large
itself.
Bowie knife or a chef knife, it has a tendency to warp. Trust me.
Unless you just cut it that thin after the quench.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, normally what I do then is I grind my taper like 2 mil thick because I start off with a chef knife at 3 mils and then I grind my taper in, and then from there on I go to the heat treat and break the edges, of course, like I mentioned with the dagger. And then I go to the heat treat. But I use 1070 for my chef knives, mostly for the arm, and then I go straight and then I done heat treat and tap the clay off, then I clamp it like that. So that works awesome. But for a forge knife, you forge in that taper and you forge in the bevels. So to clamp it, most of the time it mostly doesn't work because you have all of those distal tapers and the tapers and the bevels. So yeah,
no, but you can clamp it. I've clamped it on steel, for example, on a nice straight thick bar. You put your knife, and I've used 1 cent, not 1 cent, but a small cents coins on either side. And then I clip it. And so you'll have your blade, you'll have a coin here and a coin here, and then you've got your other piece of steel. I've done that.
Have you seen
But
the way I
again,
straighten
sorry,
this blade,
Michelle.
Jean?
Sorry, Michelle, but
Excuse me,
again,
sorry.
even if you're forging, you're still forging oversized. So you should
Yeah,
still
of course.
be giving yourself a millimeter or maybe a millimeter and a half to grind out any slight warp edges.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, Michael, what did you want to say?
Did you see how I straightened this blade? Because I also had a warp in it.
Yes, yeah.
I saw a little part of it and then I had to do schoolwork, so no, sorry, Michael, but I will look at that video.
Schoolwork.
Yeah,
No, what I do is I just take a piece of angle iron, 25 by 25.
The temperate straight.
And I just temper it straight. And you can do
Yeah,
that with,
temperate.
you can do that with stainless also.
Yeah,
And
I
just
did
put
that.
just put your coins wherever you want them. If the bend is like that, put them next to the bend, and just clamp them with a small G clamp.
Yeah.
And just make sure it's nice and straight and a bit contra bend. Just put it in your temper oven and let it go. After that, it will be straight as hell.
Lekker.
Yeah, and you overextend that clamp a little bit.
A little bit, because if you do it too much, your blade will break.
Walk to the other side. I've got
No, it
that.
will break.
Yeah.
That only happened because I've made nearly 300 blades now in 3 years. It happened once that a blade broke because I overextended it. It's doing two things at the same time. We're not good with doing that.
Yeah, it's happened to me a few times where you get your blade out and you can see a slight warp. So you put it in the vise with the 3 pins, and you vise it in, and you think, okay, maybe another half a twist, and then you just hear ding. Ah, you bastard! You know.
Yeah, that is the sickening sound ever.
Yeah. The bad thing is something like that always happens with a very expensive piece of steel. Mine was a piece of Damascus of nearly 2,000 rand.
Yeah.
Well, I had 2 smaller knives, and eventually I got more money for the 2 knives combined than I would have had for the 1 knife.
Yeah.
So
I must say though that the times that has happened to me where I've had a bad warp or something is in the earlier days when I probably wasn't normalizing correctly. You know, so now you've beat the steel out and you've done 3 cycles, but you haven't done them in decreasing temperatures, for example. You know, you've overheated every single one of those cycles. You know, and that's when I've got real warpage, like proper warpage. And most of the time, it's really back to dumb rookie mistakes. When I've seen warp, you know.
Yeah, those are the kind of mistakes you make when, say, you're tired or whatever, and those kind of stuff, or you have something else spinning around in your head. You're not thinking, you're not concentrating on what you're doing, and that is a stupid thing.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, well, who knows? I still have to harden this thing, so who knows what that's going to do.
I feel that thing you're going to use tomorrow.
I'm not going to harden it. I'll say it's hard. Check how flexible it is. I'll do this and it'll stay like that.
I grind the teeth off of an old file and then it's hard. So.
Listen.
You will notice it straight away if your grinding is not correct.
Yeah.
Because if your grinding is off on the one side compared to the other side, it will warp.
Yeah.
And bad.
That probably
Nice thought.
Yeah.
You can't even lift it.
The moment he saw the sword, he sees me this morning with it. He's like, "Oh, you made me a sword!"
Yeah, but look at that hairstyle, man. That is looking awesome.
He's just come out of the bath.
I like my sword better.
See that? Made a sword also.
I didn't have a sword.
Yeah, Jean makes beautiful knives.
Nice sword.
No, leave the sword. Go play inside.
Yeah, here is my dad's dagger.
Ah, lekker. That's nice.
Yeah, this one I made last year. Yeah, last year I had it on the Brooklyn scale, although I didn't sell it. So yeah,
That's pretty.
this was my dad's birthday present, I believe. No. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's nice. Yeah, you're making some lekker stuff, Jean. You really are.
Thank you, man.
I think what I'm going to do before the sword challenge is up, I'm going to come up on one of these live broadcasts and show that knife I bought off you. that wonderful, really nice. I still have it here. Yeah.
That will
Between
be
the
awesome.
two of us, we're all more or less all around 3 years
Yeah.
busy with making knives now.
Yeah, I've been.
And
I started May 2016. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I started 2017.
Yeah. I started,
Okay,
yeah.
you're a year ahead. But
Yeah.
So
if I see what we used to make in the beginning and what we are doing now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
John, I
have-
don't
we
know
have a
if I
hell of a
want to
lot of
see that
progress.
knife, man.
Look, but that's a good thing. You know, it's a good
Yeah.
thing. I mean, I hope that in a year's time, I look back at, you know,
These are
all
my
my
first ones.
and I still think, wow.
Yeah.
I still
Alright.
have them hanging here to remind me.
Making the same size as this one.
Yeah. Guys, I think let's call it a night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the chat, guys. It was fun.
Thanks so much for joining the chat. And let's see how
Yeah. Good
tomorrow-
luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow. I hope it's going to be a bit later than today.
Yeah, and John, good luck with that heat treat, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, man. Yeah, Michelle, I hear what you're saying. You woke up at like 4 o'clock or something in the morning, eh?
2:15.
2:15.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Sometimes I woke up at 3 max, but 2:15 is a bit. Then I'm still
No.
sleeping.
No.
Yeah, that's a problem of living in the wild. Eh?
Yeah. But I
Those
just can't
freaking animals.
imagine. I just can't imagine that early sunrise in the wild. Oh, lucky bugger.
Yeah.
Now, what you
It's
need
not only the sunrise, Sean. It's also the sounds when you sit underneath the lava.
Yeah.
It's pitch black. Because
Yeah.
this last night it was pitch black because although the moon is nearly full, there was thick cloud cover. But then you
Okay.
hear all the animal sounds,
Yeah.
Oh,
and that is the one thing apart from sunrises and sunsets that I really love about living
yeah.
here.
Yeah. That is cool. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
because then you hear the lions on that side, you hear a leopard coughing on that side, you hear the impala because they are going into rut season now.
Okay.
You hear them fighting with each other. Then first you hear clack, 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 and you think, what the hell is that? But then they are fighting because it's horns slapping together.
Wow.
You hear the wildebeest, that kind of thing. It's just beautiful. Just sit there underneath the lapa with your cup of coffee or tea or whatever you're having and just listen. Beautiful.
From all the
But
sounds
Michael-
you're describing, while we have this curfew and lockdown here, it's probably quieter here at night than it is out in the bush.
Most probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from the odd hardy does, because we live near a river, so you know. if
yeah.
somebody- yeah. Apart from the hardy does, we hear nothing. You know, can't even hear the highway. Yeah.
Do you actually know why they make that sound?
What?
That's so they
A
talk
hardy
to
dog.
each other.
No?
Because they're scared of heights.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, I've got to go.
Well
You
done.
guys, I need a bite to eat.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks so much.
Cheers,
eh?
guys.
Thanks, Michael. Michelle, thanks a lot.
Bye,
All
Jock.
right.
Thanks a lot,
Good
man.
day. Bye. Okay, that's the end of the broadcast and end of day 2. I think it was another good day, and let's sleep until tomorrow. All the guys in the US, good luck. I know you guys are still in the middle of everything. Good luck with your builds. Be safe. Take it easy. Don't hurt yourselves. And most of all, while we're in lockdown, try to remain sane.